joining us from Spain or from Europe or the UK. And very good morning to you if you're calling us from over there in the USA. And wherever else you are in the world there. A very, very, very good evening to you all. And let's do a little bit of this. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's certainly got a little bit nippy down here. I mean, we actually went down, I think, to about 20 degrees today. I actually had to put a little jacket on. It got that cold. And yes, it's probably news you're going to travel around the world that the temperature dropped to 20. Yes. Okay, wherever you are in your world, you're probably, maybe you're warmer, maybe a little bit colder, wherever you are. But yeah, very, very good evening to you. And just like to say you tonight, I've got a fabulous guest on tonight. It says Helen Grady down here, but maybe I should say Dame Edna Grady. You're thinking, what is going on here? Well, more about that in just a second. But also, what I like to say to you, let's give you guys some interesting facts and figures. Would you like that? Would you like that? Okay. As we start here, Characteristic says, the cat is back. The cat is back. We felt the cat was going to be back. That's fantastic news. Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. The producer, Deborah, she's out there. She says, hello and good evening to everybody. And good evening to you guys out there. And here's some interesting facts and figures on this day, on the 5th of February. Okay, in 1649, okay, Charles II took to the throne. Yeah, good old Charles II. Well done, man. Well done, mate. Yeah. He was a very important man because he took over the throne from Charles I. Yes, and after him it was Charles III. Yeah, I think that's how it is, isn't it? Yeah, good. And right, also in 1922 was the first Reader's Digest was published. Interested? Yeah. Hey, let's give it a little hoot to the Reader's Digest. And in this day, in 1952, were the first don't walk signs in New York. Yeah, 1952. In 1953, the American car drivers discovered they had a brake. That's right, because they were squashing everybody over the crossing, so that's why that's invented. Yes, there you go. Oh, well, too much information. Sherry Nichols says, hello, everyone, and very good evening to all of you. And well, isn't it nice to start off the weekend with a little bit of lifting vibes, a little bit of funniness, a little bit of banter here and there, and a damn good evening. Yes, wherever you are. Okay, right. I think it's about time that we invited a very special guest on. Some say she's from Liverpool. She says she's not. She's from a different place altogether. Some say she's very, very psychic. I say she's very spiritual. I say she's an absolutely lovely lady. Always, always a pleasure to have this fantastic lady on the show. The wonderful Helen Grady, a.k.a., and you're going to know exactly what I mean now when we introduce Dame Edna Grady. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Good evening. Oh, they are. We love those. There's a hoot for those glasses. Oh, fantastic. Lovely to see you. So, how are you?
I'm fine. I can actually see now. I've got my prescription glasses. So they're very focal. So if you see me head going up and down, you know what's up.
I think it's sighted if you see over the other side of the world, let alone very focal.
Yeah.
Yes, you see the moon and back. They've got more lenses in than...
Diamantes on them.
They've got more lenses in than most satellites. Yes, anyway.
I know.
Sorry.
I can see, though.
Hello.
They are a bit thick.
We will go no further than that. No more conversations than that, please, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing more whatsoever. Any more conversations like that on anything whatsoever, and this is what will happen. That's right. Anyway, so we got loads of people coming on tonight. We want to say hello to Joe Gardner up there in Bedfordshire. We want to say hello to Zoe Doby, who's up there near your part of the world.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And Alice Louise Bedford Taylor. Yes, that is one long name. I mean, imagine if it was, hang on. Alice Louise Milton Keynes Taylor. I mean, that would be even longer.
Oh, God.
Thank God, just don't move, whatever you do, Alice, because I can see your name changing to another town. Yes, you probably look at me saying, that isn't funny. That isn't funny at all. Okay, so how's the vibes up there in your neck of the woods?
Well, the weather vibes are very temperamental.
Okay.
But my vibes are good because I always think positive. I wake up of a morning, I think another day. I don't think it's lockdown. I try to get out and have a walk every day. But I have to say, when I'm alone in the room or if I'm just stilling myself, the energy is quite coming up. And I think lots of people are feeling that.
Yes.
There's lots of people becoming more awakened spiritually.
I agree with that. And I think it's a terrific thing. And talking to people on the recent shows and getting the vibes back from people and talking to her on the streets, even though we're wearing our mask.
Oh, we're not. Put it in the shop.
Yes, so Zoe says the energy is getting better. And I want to say hello to a lovely, lovely, lovely lady. This is, hello to Barbara G. Moore, all the way from Canada. Lovely to see you. So it must be, I don't think it's, depends which side you're on. Is it a good afternoon or good morning? Yeah, so, guys, if you want to let us know where you're coming in from, that would be absolutely fabulous. Yes. Now, isn't it funny? We got all this stuck energy. We are in Spain. We're about to go into a stricter lockdown. And so that's going to make things more, in a sense, more difficult. And yet we're getting lighter in ourselves. I think this is an amazing experience to have here. Amazing thing. And I think people are getting bored of Netflix. They're looking for something else to go and do. And people are wanting to evolve in some way. And the people I'm talking to saying that they're actually looking from within themselves to bring out themselves, about recognizing they can move on from the past. People are thinking differently. They're thinking more up here. They're less in their heads. They're more in their hearts and more connected on a spiritual plane up here, which is just magic. Oh, you've got a local here. This is Diane from Witness. She's
Diane,
up your end.
Oh, Diane Wainwright, she's my relation.
You're a relation. That's lovely. It was nice to have some relations here. So, having a relation, I think we need to do a little bit of this. There you go. That's for your relation there. That's good. And Midya is coming from sunny Cyprus. Fantastic. So we're going from all over the world. Energy much better on mine. Fabulous. This is Deanne coming in from New York. So lovely to... what a lovely bunch of people you are tonight. And Sarah Katrina's coming in. She's saying hi and sending loads of hearts. And thank you very much. That's lovely. Lovely. Okay. So, we're having more of this lifting vibe here. Things are getting a little bit better. Are you busy doing readings up there?
I've been doing a few, yes, but I've been doing bits and bobs. Well, Kev has. I've been ordering him and showing him what to do, in the house. Because I think people are now prioritising what they need. Get the home sorted. If your home life is sorted, then you can look at other aspects of your life. And it's not all for, I used to love going to the pub, meeting up and having a drink and a chat and this and that. But it's made me realise that those things are irrelevant, really, because you can speak to people on FaceTime like this. You can contact people if you need them or they need you. But it's mostly the house we've been doing up. And plus, I brought a load of drink over from Spain, so Kev building me a bar in the back. Anyone
fantastic.
Out there that can help?
Wow. Okay, Venetia says the reading on Tuesday was spot on. Fantastic. It's good to hear that. And also some very, very good news, because Karen Histic says that she had lost her cat. She contacted us on the show and say, well, there is a cat coming back. we knew somewhere along the line the cat was not on the other side, it was on this side, and we felt it was coming back. So congratulations, that is wonderful news, wonderful news, and a big applause to your cat. Oh dear, good. I think it's, have you got enough tea and coffee there?
I've got a pint, but it's only Vimto.
Vimto.
Ribena, sorry, I've gone up market.
Right, I'm just gonna, if you just hold on to that, I'm just gonna top that up for you.
There you go, love. Oh.
There you go. We just top it up there. That's nice. It's just amazing how we do that. It's just incredible.
I'm impressed.
This evening are amazing.
Oh God, you and the buttons.
Yeah, where would I be without buttons? Okay, I like your name, Lindsay. Lindsay, like that. Lindsay Boylan. Boylan.
That's my niece.
Your niece. Hello, niece. Yeah. Is this all the family coming, or is it a family show?
There's only a couple.
And we got loads of you from Newcastle, loads of you coming in, and also Jenny Payne's coming in. So very good evening to you, Jenny. And so tonight is going to be about mediumship. Is going to be talking about this and how in this current time, do you find now, because things are a little bit lighter, that you're working slightly differently?
I'm working different every time I do a reading.
It's funny,
strange.
It's funny.
I think as the individuals that come are getting more open themselves, Spirit is showing me, directing me different ways to get through to them.
Yes.
And it's unbelievable. But I can work one way, one reading, and work another way, another reading. It's like with you, I work completely different every time.
Yes, I find the same thing too. People say to me, "How do you do it?" And I'm going, "Well, one day it's like this, another day it's like that, and another day it's something else." I do agree. But the main thing I like to work through the colours, the aura colours, and work through those. And right, okay. Yes, God, Lindsay has confirmed she's your niece. That's very nice.
And so is other relations. Tina Ashhead and Karen Wainwright are Diane's sisters, my relations.
That's very. This is a family show. Dear, I dear. Brilliant. Nice. It's lovely to. It's like family fortunes, isn't it?
Yeah. I've not seen them on here before, but they know I do spookies.
Yes. And have they all seen your glasses recently?
Nobody's seen them, only me and Ken.
There you go. She thought that what she'd do is show them to the world first on YouTube and Facebook rather than seeing them in person. Just in case.
I don't wear them in public.
You don't wear them in public?
I should do, but...
Don't worry. On here, you're safe as anything, aren't you? Right. Okay. Great. And there we go. That's good. We got Zoe says, "Come." I hope you two know each other. This is getting a bit. Most people are saying they love the glasses, which is fabulous. That's nice. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's go and start some mini readings here. So we get on, and that'd be absolutely lovely. And Felicia says, "I was at college in Liverpool." That's absolutely fabulous. Now, let's go and have a word with Alice. Alice Louise Bedford, Milton Keynes, Luton, Bedfordshire, right? She's probably there to go, "No, this isn't funny. This isn't funny at all." Things hilarious. Right, okay, let's go and have a little look for you, and then mediate. Yeah, we've got all your details there. Also, if anybody else wants a reading tonight, just put your details through. That would be great. And let's have a little look. Let's go and find it, because I just saw it just a minute ago. Is my eyesight going funny? No worries about that. In the meantime, though, yes, this particular energy time we're coming into is interesting. Mercury's gone retrograde, which would normally throw everybody everywhere. But actually, it seems to be doing a lot of people a lot of favours. And it just means we just need to relax a little bit more. We need to bring out that lovely humanitarian side, caring for one another, and where we go that way. So I think that's some of the big stuff here. Yeah, great. Okay, so yes, got all those. Thank you very much. I can see the details coming through there. Alice, your question here is 2021 the year our family plans come into fruition? And she's gone for the colour green. And hi, Alice. Hope you're having a lovely evening. And I can start off this actually. Because it's interesting here. I pick up. There's a gentleman here that would like to come through who's related in the family line. and he's not a particularly old man. In fact, he wants to show me he had a bit of youth to him. And they're saying to me here, no, you don't. No, I got it. No, it's okay. Got all that. And what she's shown to me here what he's shown me here is that would you understand here that you mustn't look at yourself and start having a go at yourself? Would you understand about needing to be a little bit more compassionate, kinder, and more into yourself there? Would you understand that, Alice? Because first of all, this is what he wants to say. This gentleman I'm talking to here, he had a problem with breathing because he's trying to breathe. And I don't get the feeling this is lack of air around him or drowning or something like this. I think this is something to do with a problem with his chest. But again, brown hair, pick up maybe R in the name to do with this guy. And also I pick up for him that he wants to show me he's not directly related to. He wants to say, yes, he says, yes. And he's not direct. It doesn't show me if there's a direct relation. It's very vague on him. I pick up here because when he wants to push this to the side, and he just wants to say here is that he's watching over you. But the first important thing he wants to say to you is be very compassionate to yourself, self-love, self-healing, doing anything here which brings out the love in you. Start feeling from here rather than thinking too much there. Family plans will are coming to fruition, especially with the colour green. Although you've gone for the colour green, I pick up here is this need to really take your time. Really take your time this year. I think part of your plans will come into fruition because it's one of those years. And especially if you're thinking to do a move of some kind and where that's going, that will take a little while. But easily here though, they're watching you. But the main thing here is they're asking you to be really kind to yourself, be nicer to you. And I'll pass you down the road. Helen, would you like to say anything? Or up the road?
Well, you know, when I'm in the bath, somebody always comes. I just had a gentleman that came first. I don't think he's connected with Alice Louise. And he just said, it's Brian here. I'm all right. And I didn't believe in this, but everything's fine. And to tell the person who can take this message, stop worrying, please. Everything will be all right. And that's gone now. Now, I was talking to Alice there now. I've got, not a gentleman, I've got a lady coming through. And she's an older lady. And she's telling me that she wanted to start up her own business, but the time wasn't right. And I can see a big teddy bear. So whether this lady gave Alice a teddy bear she'll make the connection who it is. I have the name of Anne or Annie. I couldn't quite catch it, which connects with her. And she's telling me to tell Alice not to let a heart rule her head. Because sometimes you can think, should I? No, you've got to put that business head on and do what you've got to do. Well, right, I'm being given 6. I don't know if it's 6 months or the 6th month, but it's the number 6. I'm being told that horses galloping forward are not always the ones that win the race. Stand back, take your time. And you've been given guidance, I'm told. You've been given guidance. And as the lady steps back, a gentleman comes forward now, and his name begins with an F. He just put a big F up. He didn't say if it was Frank or whatever. He says, impossibilities can be possible with a positive attitude. And he just stands back. And that's it, really.
I think it's lovely to start off the evening. Those messages there, I think, is absolutely beautiful. And I think as well, Alice, hopefully you understand that there. And it's interesting here when you said that lady Anne. I got a very dark-haired lady and not particularly tall. I felt that she was a little bit on the shortish side. It's interesting. Sometimes we get the message, not the message splits, but we both pick up the energy, even though we're different locations. Fabulous. Miles apart in distance, but close in heart.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, my sister. Yes. Bless you, my sister. Okay, let's go and pop over the road. Should we go and pop over the road? And let's go all the way down to. Just seeing just get the It's just coming up, and here we go. Media orange. Media. She goes color orange. She said life, purpose, and path. Life, purpose, and path. Media. Oh my goodness! I tell you what, here you're a force of energy. You are. You're an absolute force of energy, and it's interesting here because would you understand? You're either super strong and giving it out big time, and life is rocking, but sometimes at the moment, would you understand it? It's been quite emotional, quite like what's going on? Why is the world people like this, or why are you feeling so down? Why are you feeling a little bit confused with everything? And they're just giving me. In fact, I've got this lovely lady who wants to come over, and she brings me loads of fruits because she loved to do the cooking. She loved to. She's also making drinks, and they're alcoholic, but they're homemade, homemade alcoholic drinks. Yes, I can smell them. Oh, it's lovely. Anyway, Amelia, this lady, she's quite a big lady, but she loved her food. She loved making it and doing everything, but she was a master at it. But she says to me here, she's coming through, she's looking at you, she says here, your life purpose around you at the moment, would you understand it? Sometimes she's very aware you love to help people, do things with people, get things connected that way, and yet sometimes you just need to just stand back. It's all okay. And although there's been crossed words around you, she says here, crossed words with people, and someone else called possibly Paul, and I just see crossed words. It's just that whoa, out of context, out of time. Just stand back, just relax. And she's saying to me here, she has your heart here. It's interesting that around you, you've got life purpose, life path, and a heart at the end there. This is about you feeling the love. Your life purpose is love. Your life purpose is being so happy with yourself. And there's a beautiful spiritual energy with you as well. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And I'm going to hand you just down the road to my wonderful friend, Helen, and see what's going on there.
Right, Midian, is it the lady's name?
Yes.
When you said her name and the colour orange, I had a male energy come forward, and it wasn't an old energy, and it said he was on a brother link. Now, whether he was her brother or a friend of a brother, but he said brother link. And he's telling me that even though the colour is orange, that she's not been as vibrant as she should be lately.
That's right.
Right, okay then. Too many irons in the fire, I'm being told. Too many irons in the fire. You have to take one or two out and pick the right one. Now, as he's talking to me now, on the wall, there's a lady coming forward, and this lady's got the biggest beaming smile you've ever seen in your life, and massive big head of hair, and I mean massive big head of hair.
Yes, I'll piece up this lady.
But it got on her nerves because she just wrapped it up like that and would put it out the way and put a scarf around it sometimes because it was just too much hassle. Right. I'm being told she needs to speak to her sister. And confirmation will come from the questions that she's asking.
Okay.
Right. I don't know why I'm getting overseas, because I can see it, not like the Irish sea going, but overseas. There's going to be news from overseas, from where this lady lives. At first, the news will not be quite what she wants to hear, but once she's right, I'm being told that once you've gone through the clearing of all the mess, then at the end of it, like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I have the name. I don't know if it's Lottie or Letty or a name that sounds like that. I'm just catching the last bit of it because it's not strong like names that come straight normally. It's either Letty or Lottie or something like that. Lovely. And again, the lady shows me in the headscarf. Right. I think also the lady on the earth plane that's receiving the messages is, I don't know whether it's headaches or having a few troubles around here.
I think that's maybe it's down to stress.
And that's the protection of the headscarf.
Yes.
So healing will be sent.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Oh, and I said, can I have something nice for this lady, please? And she gave me a load of tomatoes. So I'll have to give you the tomatoes, love. I don't know what significance they are. I
Yeah,
know they're red
I
or
agree.
green.
I agree. I got the fruits. I agree with the tomatoes. This lady's quite big. She shows me across her stomach. Was
Uh,
part of the reason why she passed over. And for instance, a bit of it's diabetes or if it's something to do with stones or something like this. But she wasn't well across her middle. But she wouldn't tell anybody about it. She didn't want to. Just to tell you as well. Interesting you saying there about going overseas. They're just given me a key, so I'm very aware that you'll probably be going into a new property. That's or the key to a property. Not saying it is going to be somewhere you're moving completely, but I just see something there. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And right, let's go and have a little pop down the road to a very nice lady called Jenny. Jenny, she says blue. General reading, please. Blue. Okay, Jenny, lovely, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Lovely to welcome you on the show. In fact, lovely to see all of you on the show tonight. And in fact, we love you guys that much that we've decided that you guys are so wonderful, so beautiful, so lovely. You need a hug. You need a big, big hug. Well, it's from us, sent to you guys out there, and it's sent with love. It's sent with love. Send me a big love because I need a
oh,
hug. If you've got someone there
there.
close to you now, give them a big hug. Feel the love. Feel the love. Yes. Brilliant. Anything over the top, that's called groping. But no,
There's
this
only
is just
me
love.
here.
Okay, right. Now, let's, Jenny, blue general reading. Now, this is interesting here because, Jenny, there's been a lot of responsibilities around you in your life. Because it's interesting here, because though you've gone the color blue, it gives me a general description where I've got to go to. But when I see your aura, and I see your aura here, I'm picking up different colors which may have even had responsibilities, such as uniforms or anything like this that have been around your life. And I'm being shown here too that it's been thorns in your side. They're telling me, Jenny, thorns in your side. But these are the past. It's not to the present, the future. But there were two. So two people were very difficult or held you back in your life. And they're saying to me here to say to you that don't hold on to past stuff. And it's interesting when this particular time and place now, because we are in a world of healing and we are in a world of greater happiness and we are in a world where I think you're going to feel life is better, happier and warmer. If I look towards just a general reading, what else do I need to give you? I got a gentleman here. I've got two gentlemen here want to come in beside you. One of them here says that he's on your father line. The other one is connected to your father line. And one of them was an engineer. It just gives me all the details about engineering. And if I ask about what the message is that I need to give you, one of the things it's saying is a new car. Okay, a new car. And they're also saying to me here the month of October for you. And they also would like to say to me that no, don't despair. Because although we're in a very unusual year, get around to about just beyond April. And I think things seem to get a little bit easier. Things become a bit happier. We'll see where it's all going. But yes. Okay, I'll ask my good friends, my wonderful friend, Helen Grady. What information you like to give there?
Right, the colour blue. The colour blue for me is a healing colour. And I feel that healing is needed to this person on the earth plane that the message is for. And as I said that, I had a couple come in. So they're together, they are a couple, a man and a woman. And as they came in, the lady led the man. Normally a man would lead a lady, but the lady led the man. So I feel that she's in charge.
Oh.
And she's telling me that the recipient of this message needs to take charge of herself. Before she can do anything, she's got to sort herself out before she can move on and do whatever it is she wants to do. I'm being told that July, September, and October are significant for them. I'm being told that there's two babies in spirit that belong to them because they are family. Now then, is the planning, because I'm being told I don't predict, but I'm being told there's one coming soon. There's a baby coming soon.
Okay.
Right. I've been given Arthur from Spirit. I've been given, not Tom, I've been given Tommy. Now I'm getting hillbilly music. So obviously hillbilly music and dancing away there's a celebration coming up, and it's quite a significant one because they're really bopping, and the lady and the man are bopping away as well. The number 4 and the number 7 are significant, whether it's a number on a door, 47, or it's a 4th month or a 7th month. It's up to the recipient to do that. I'm also been told that there's been some sadness around the person on the earth plane. Yes. And I know there's a lot of sadness in the world at the moment with this coronavirus, but people need to just open their hearts. And this is where spirituality will come in, to realise that it's not the end. Even though they've left, it's not the end. It's just the start of another journey. It's us that's left here. This is what I need to say to this person. It's us that's left here that are stuck, really.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes. And then also, I've just had Mother shouted. Mother from Spain, and I shout Mother like that as I'm telling her that this thing, Mother. And that's it now. Oh, come on. I said, what can I have then? And I thought, oh, it's something nice, yellow. It was a yellow pudding basin, you know, the old-fashioned pudding basin.
I remember those.
And this is what I have to give to this person.
Are they the ones who used to weigh 10 tons?
Yes, I mean, Nana made bread in them every Saturday night.
Oh, it's lovely old cooking like that, though, isn't it? Lovely old cooking. Yeah, brilliant. I love cooking. Love cooking. When everyone goes when I go into the kitchen to go cooking, everyone has to leave. And everybody tries to come in, and I'll say to them, can you not leave me alone? I'm trying to cook an egg. Anyway, so let's go and have load you on tonight. Lovely to see you guys. Okay, next up is Zoe. Zoe comes in. She'd like a general reading, and yes, what I'd like to say here to you, Zoe, is I'm working with the spirit here to say to you. In fact, just to go back to Jenny, there was also a nurse there, a nurse or a sister, and she was making the bed sheets. She was very, very firm, very strict, but she was sending love to you. Just to come back there as well. Zoe, what I'm going to say to you here, would you understand here about the need to keep moving, need to keep well, and maybe need to keep fit? This is the first messages that are coming over to me from a gentleman over there who says, I'm a fine one to talk, he says here. I'm a fine one to talk, because he wasn't a particularly fitness freak chap at all, and I don't think he's particularly mobile. I think he may have even had issues with his legs. But he's actually saying to me here, he says here, as he's talking to me, very, very, very nice man, and he wants to say to you here, he says here that he always knew a lot, he says here. This is really interesting. What a lovely man. He says to me here, he always knew a lot spiritually and psychically, but never really wanted to discuss it, but he just did. He was like intrigued, but I think because of culture, times, things like that, no one really discussed it. And it's interesting here because he's saying, yeah, grandfather, yes, I think it's someone like that. And he's saying to me, he says that he's really happy to be able to connect through you. And, oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. You want to work more spiritually, don't you, Zoe? You want to work more in like mediumship, psychic work, things like this, don't you? Because he's telling me this. And he's asking you if he can work with you. Work with you. So in other words here, so he starts bringing through spirit communication through you. He came to me earlier. Isn't this lovely? This is brilliant. Yes, because he says, I would like to work with you if that's okay. And he just wants to ask your permission if this is okay. And it's beautiful. So I think this is fabulous what he's saying here. And he's also saying to me here, he says here, what's the need of the big dinners? Because no one eats them all. No, I mean, so what's the need of the big dinners? Yes. And he's saying to me here too, he says here that he says he couldn't remember things before he passed. He couldn't remember things. And I think what he means here is there's dementia, Alzheimer's here, because he just couldn't focus on things very well. He says, I was lost in my mind here. And he's saying to me here to say to you that his heart is really out there for you. He says, although in my mind I was gone, my heart was still there. I still felt, I still knew. And when I passed, it's like he wanted to say to me here, he just sent blessings. Because when he passed, he says to me here, there was a baby. There was a baby. As he was going out, someone was coming in. A baby was coming in. And he literally wants to say to you, he says, he is so pleased to come through for you. He just wants to, he just wants to say to you here that he is sending you so much love. He wants to work with you. And my goodness, what an energy. What a lovely, lovely man. You're blessed to have a lovely grandfather like that. Wow, I think that's lovely. Oh, I must admit, that was absolutely beautiful to be able to bring that message over for you. I felt lovely with that. And great. Helen, I'll let you carry on.
Well, you've said it all.
That's it. Oh, okay, right. Good night.
I actually, when you were talking, I had a young female energy coming through, and she said that she was a friend of Zoe's.
Sometimes that happens, doesn't it? It's not all just family.
Yeah, and I feel that it was not tragic, but sad, a sad passing, an unexpected one. She's also telling me that Zoe is the colour green. Zoe is need of emotional healing at this moment in time, because there's been a lot of up and downs going on, you know, not knowing whatever. But this young friend of hers, I got like the name, I don't know if it's Jodie or Joey or something like that connects. Now, whether it's her name or it's a name that they all connected with. I've also been given the name Samantha, and something to do with September. Something to do with September. Now then, as she says September, there was a door opened and somebody was walking through it. I don't know if it's Zoe or whether she's started doing stuff in September or she wants to do stuff that we'll do in September with the spiritual work. It's a very significant month for her. Now, I've been given the number 11 on the wall, and I can actually make out 6 spirit people. I can't see them clearly, but they're all different sizes and different ages, and they've all been close to them, but it's 6, and that one. 6 people. And I feel that there wasn't a big amount of time. Now, one of the gentlemen is coming forward and he's making me sit up now, and he's saying that's correct. And he makes me feel as though he was a teacher, but not teaching in a school. I don't know whether it's armed forces or in an office environment, but he's making saying that's correct. That's correct. He's telling me that Zoe has to be a bit more correct in what she's doing, because she's skipping whatever it is she's doing. She's skipping and skipping and skipping and missing bits out, which she shouldn't do. And I've just had somebody bellowing then saying, "Tell her I'm here," and it's a woman's voice, and it reminded me of my Nana Mag. So I feel it's a grandmother figure said, "Tell her I'm here," and she's got this deep voice, this rasping voice. But she's laughing and she's battling away forward now. Oh, you wouldn't have messed with her. Not a chance. And she's coming forward and she's just got the biggest smile I've ever seen from ear to ear.
Brilliant.
And she's just saying, "That's my girl. That's my girl."
Brilliant.
And with that, she steps back. Well, I feel that Zoe knows and has seen these people herself.
I think that too. I've got another bit of information.
6 of them.
Yeah. There's a baby here as well. But the baby was born. The baby wasn't miscarried or something like that. The baby was born. The baby was either 3 months or 3 years, or a young child 3 years, but still connects with you and is around you. And they're telling me that I hear N in the name. Yeah, the N starts off the name. So the name. There's a baby there too, and you are awakening. I understand totally what Helen's saying about the skitting. I think here for you, Zoe, is don't be scared and focus. If you want to do development, then we do it here, Cafe Clairvoyance, in the evenings. And if you want to do development groups, we'll do them. And just let us know when you're ready. All right. Oh, lovely, lovely energies there. Lovely. Okay, right. Joe the gardener. Let's go and have a little word with you. Okay, Joe, lovely to read for you this evening. Always a pleasure to see you. And red and black black and love, please. Very interesting colours, very powerful colours. It almost reminds me of, you know, that advert you used to get, all because the lady loves milk tray.
It reminds me of the Moulin Rouge.
Oh yeah, Moulin Rouge. Yes, yes. I think you need more French music in your life, Joe, and I think you need more men to buy you chocolates. How's that? Do the two together, and you're in love. Well, you love them. You don't know whether you love the guys, but no, sounds fantastic. Okay, what I want to say to you here, Joe, first of all, here is I've got a gentleman here I'd like to come over here who is a painter and decorator. Immediately, he gives me his paintbrush in the white togs there, used to paint and decorate, and he's coming over. And he also wants to say to me his hair was quite black, was black because of the brill cream, so it used to be shiny black. And he's coming over to you because he wants to say here, he says here, what we need to look at in our lives here, because it's almost like looking at buildings. And you can't build a building on cardboard boxes. You need to build it on bricks. Build it on bricks or structure that is strong. It's a bit like love. You can't have love unless it's structured and strong. Well, you can, but it just won't do anything. It won't go anywhere. So he's telling me here, he's very, very strong about this coming through to you. And he says, I'm sorry about the whiskey, because he used to like the whiskey, so, which a lot of guys in those times do. But every now and then, if you get the smell of the whiskey, it's him. And he's just saying he's a bit sorry for bringing us over like this. But he just wants to say to me, he says he's very, very pleased to meet you, very pleased to come over. And he wants to let you know, which is a lovely energy for him. He says here, the most important thing is don't rush to build anything in your love life at the moment, because you can't build a house out of cardboard boxes, because it's like it's nothing there really. There's no substance to it. You need someone who's strong, structured, gives you more of a feeling of security. In the meantime, keep accepting those lovely milk tray chocolates. Keep accepting French music and French flowers or whatever it is, or whatever it is, and then just sit back and be at peace. There's no desperate move here. He says here, time's coming, he says here, and you'll be quite surprised. You'll be very happy. And that's what I'd like to say to you. What else we got here?
Oh, sorry.
Go on then, you're done.
I know. When you're saying red and black for Joe, of course I said Moulin Rouge, and then all of a sudden I got a young male energy coming, and he was singing Right Said Fred in a foreign accent. I'm too sexy for my clothes, too sexy for... So I feel that this was his personality. He does speak with a foreign accent, but he's funny. Quite handsome chap, I have to say. I have to say he wasn't that tall, but what he lacked in height, by heck, he had in personality. And he's just singing and laughing and... Oh, right. He's on a friendship link with you, but he keeps bringing me red, black, and he's telling me, you can't make up your mind, lady. And if he was here, this is what he would say to you. He said, it's right on your doorstep, but you can't see the wood for the trees. You're looking left, you're looking right, but you're not looking straight on. You're asking for love, but you're looking really for a diversion. You want to put your toe in the water a bit, and then you'll get frightened and scoot off a bit and whatever. And if he was here, he would just push you in the water instead of dipping your foot in it. Open your eyes, girl, he's saying. Open your eyes. He's telling me March is significant for him, and you'll know what that means. He's also sending me red balloons. I don't know why he's giving me red balloons, not red flowers, red balloons for you.
Okay.
Do you light a candle for this man? Because he's saying he's seen the candles being lit.
Joe's another one here who's got the spiritual ability, and I think it's just the confidence to know how to do this. And I think that's a big thing. Yeah. Right, I'm just looking. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very, very much. Okay, let's go and have say hello to a few of you people out there. A lot of people coming in saying hello, hello, hello. Some of them we know, some we don't know. And right, we've got Mariska. She's saying a big hello, hello, hello. We've got we're just seeing here. Sherry wants to say hello. She's saying a big hello. And also Sylvia was coming in, and I just saw a message earlier. And she wants to say hello to. A very, very good evening to you. Let's know where you're coming in from. What part of the world? There we go. There we go. I just seen it then. Hi from Guernsey. Still very, very nice to talk to Guernseyans. Is that what you call yourself, Guernseyans?
We're Wignesians.
Wignesians. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. And also Monique says, hi, Phil and Helen. Lovely, lovely to see you. Monique was on the other week. She was absolutely brilliant. In fact,
yes, the lady with the paintings.
Yes, and we're going to get her on. We're going to do a little bit of have a go at doing paintings, which is spirit painting. So whether it's the energies or the spirits, and just see, because I reckon Monique can do this. I reckon she's a star.
Yeah, of course she can. I could see the three spirits in the.
Yes, that was absolutely amazing. The pictures were incredible. Yeah, absolutely. I really love them. Monique, you are fabulous. I think you may have even surprised yourself just how good you are.
I can draw the curtains and draw a bath. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yes, even Zoe says she would love that. So I think that'd be a very special show. We'll put that on there, and let's go and do it. Let's go and do that there. Right, let's go and find out. I think Eleni is next. So just quickly zipping up the line here to see who's up there. And I think we are. I think that's about right. Yes, Eleni. Just before this, let's go and have a word with Sarah. Secretary, any messages from Spirit for me, please? And she's gone for the colour purple. Okay. Right, okay. I've got a lady and a gentleman who want to come in around Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, the lady here says that she was against this. She totally dismisses this altogether. When she was alive, she would have dismissed it altogether. She says here that she was a little bit of an authoritarian. And she says here too that it's interesting because, like earlier, where you had a woman leading in a man into the reading, I feel like a man is being dragged in by his. Oi, come in, follow me. We're going in, and she'll come in here now. Sarah, this is interesting because this woman had very strong connections to do with the church, and so she was quite. I get this strong faith feeling from her, and she's all saying to me here. She says here, but she's very bossy. And that due to being bossy, she says here that sometimes she wasn't necessarily liked. Oh dear. But she's here now. But she wants to give her a nice smell of perfumes and talcum powder perfumes. All those lovely smells like lavender and things like that. That lavender is knocks me off to sleep. I think I'm glad I don't make perfumes like that nowadays so much. But anyway, she wants to put in this nice smell, and she's saying to you here. She says now. She says here, and this is the graciousness from having someone who is very to the point, very hard in some respects, and very firm. She says, now then, she says here, would you understand here to stand up and believe in yourself more, and your feet are anchored to the floor? She says to me here to say to you, you are stronger than what you know. She also would like to say to me here, she says here, sometimes we worry with our head in the clouds thinking this could go wrong, that could go wrong, this could go wrong. She says, no. And what she's saying to me here is, she says here, there's a very, very strong woman coming into your life quite soon who's going to be assisting you and helping you here. And it's going to be somebody here but she's not a woman who's going to do everything for you. What she is going to do for you is say here, now you do this, you say this, you do that. This is how you're going to be getting stronger in your life here. And in the first sense here, you're thinking this is terrifying. But she's not. She is helping you to get strong, to get all your ducks in a row, to get everything smart, all in line, everything in order. And she says here, do what she says. Through a particular set of circumstances you got come up in front of you. She says, then you will be fine. You'll get it to the point. And she says she's really happy she'd done this. Because then the nail goes in the coffin, and the coffin is the example, the metaphor for me here is done. It's done. That's what I want to say here. I pass you. And she says here, you're getting not tummy bugs, but you're getting tummy issues, digestive issues, which will sometimes make you feel a bit sick. I'm not the doctor, and I don't proclaim any medical evidence whatsoever. but she wants to show me here. She says, is this you feeling over anxious, over worried? And I'll pass you over to my wonderful friend, Helen.
Me.
Yeah, you.
Me.
See anyone else here?
While you were talking then to Sarah,
yeah,
I felt a lady, and I got the church as well. But then I also felt around my rib cage, like in the liver area.
Yes.
That there was a condition around the liver area. She was pressing my ribs like that. Now, I'm being told that this lady is very proud of what Sarah has done and how far she has come. Unfortunately, in this lady's time, there were circumstances where things couldn't be done because the time and the era was different. And as she's saying that, I've got a man now saying, what you saying? What do you mean? And he's laughing when he comes through. And as he's coming through, he's walking with, as though, you know, when somebody's bow-legged, but not bandy, he's rocking from side to side like this, as though it would be like a sailor on a ship or something like that, you know, more trawler kind of things.
Yes.
And he's laughing and laughing, and he's saying, listen to her, she's right. And we're both watching over you. Sometimes when the sun shines, people think everything's okay. But when the sun goes in and the curtains are closed, that's when you feel a little bit down. But you are coming through now to the end of the tunnel, and the light is at the end of the tunnel, I'm being told.
Yeah.
Not just here, but in your spirituality as well. You need a big push.
Absolutely.
Because it's all there.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Yeah.
You need to use it. And you can do what I can do, and what I have to think, I have to go the opposite way, what Philip can do. It's just having the confidence, and we all do it in different ways, but it's all the same work. Now, shouting on that, a young energy come through then, and I couldn't make out whether it's male or female, but I felt it took my own life. You will understand who it is because it's quite close to you. And I felt, oh, and that's all I can give because it's not appropriate, I think, on the show.
Okay.
But you know who it is anyway.
Yes.
They two are watching over you.
Yeah.
You've got that many helpers, it's unreal.
You have, absolutely. This is
Can I say the name tonight. Rita, or a name that sounds like Rita as connections? And now I'm getting, oh, Susanna, you know that song? So it's the Susanna or Suzanne, whatever name you call, has been shouted as well.
Lovely.
And I'd like to say, I'm spinning a coin now, and you never know whether it's going to be heads or tails. You have to wait. You have to wait for the coin to fall, then try and force it. But it's all there. It's all there.
Beautifully there. Beautifully there. Right. Okay. Interesting here asking about the Guernseans. The Guernseans, what are they called? This is hilarious. We are donkeys. They're called donkeys, but they're the only people in the world you're allowed to call them donkeys. You call other women that, they go up the wall. You see Sylvia, hello donkeys. And they go, yeah, that's us. Yes. Oh dear. She brilliant. She says hello. And Sarah says here, I used to sing that as a child. So Susanna, yes, and that's lovely. Right, where are we going now? Where are we going now? Just looking for this one there. Right, okay. I did see a couple of others there, and I know we go. Now, it's a lovely energy tonight. I tell you what, it really is flowing. Yes. Sylvia there says, yes, please. She's gone and said, I'm just looking for the rest of it there. I can't find the rest of her details there. No, I can't find it because I just got, all we got here was, Sylvia, you just put a colour and said yes. We don't know what the question is. And because Shanina Rubini says, hi guys, lovely to see you. And Sarah says, thank you very much. That's lovely. And loads of you people are colour blue. Yeah, what's the question? And Sylvia, need a question, and then we could do that for you. How's that? And in the meantime, though, let's go for Irene. I know in England we say Irene, but I love Irene. Okay, and right, Okay, ready. Yellow and relationship. Yellow and relationship here. Ready. The first thing I would like to say to you here is would you understand here that you can't go by assumption? Mm. I've got two spirits wanting to draw close to me. And also here, would you understand here that you decided earlier on in your life to to move on in your life from family or people that used to be around you? Would you understand this? Because I've got family on the other side here, but they show me a little bit of distance, and I've got someone here who says chalk. They either used to work on chalk pits or used to make chalk, or chalk was a symbol that you would understand. I don't know what it means, but that's what I say here. I go to immediate family, for some reason I'm getting a slight block. I go above that, and I got this gentleman wanted to come through, and he says chalk. Right, okay. What they want to show me here is that would you understand here already that where your love and relationships are concerned here is interesting. Would you understand if we said just to go slowly as you do, slowly as we go? And I'm picking up here, if I looked for romance, I'm getting the aura colors of pink around May. The aura colors of pink, love around May. And also here, I want to talk about laughter. I want to talk about you laughing, and I want to talk about you stop being serious or needing to focus too much on areas like this. That's what they want to show me. Okay, so I like to just say here, this is where you're going in. I just say here, this is where you're going in your life. And I just pick up here, it's fine. Wait a little bit later on the year, you'll be very happy. And that's where they're taking me. So good news to you and your life come up in front for you. I think here you've got a I see May onwards is a time of love. Beforehand here, I think enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Yes, don't take men too seriously. You know what they're like. Anyway, I also want to say to you, there's a lady here who's just come in, standing beside me here. She says here that they tell me that she had a big stomach problem. She had a bloated stomach. There was a problem with her health and her bloated stomach. Don't know the medical reason behind it, but I'm just seeing here this. And she's saying to me here, she says here, you'll have choices, she says here. I mean, you're going to have choices. And they're saying to me, it's sometimes let them come to you a little bit. And that's where you're going to go, I think. That's where you're going to go. Yes, let guys come to you. And don't worry. This lady here, she says she's talking about rings. She says here, there's something about 3 rings she gives me here. 3 rings, and it may be 3 rings that you've got, or there's around the family somewhere, but they've been passed down. But 3 important rings. And also here, I want to talk about someone who made ball bearings. Yeah. Okay, which is probably during the war. But they are there, but they're saying to be here to take your time. Oh, and there's a gentleman here who's just come through, right, who just says here he passed away with cancer. He says he's okay, he passed with cancer, he wants to give a big heart to you, so this is love about the past. But he says he passed with cancer and he's okay. And I'm almost getting a funny, I'm just trying to give me a name, it's B or D to do with his name. B or D with his name. And in the meantime, I'll pop down the road to Helen and pass up to you. Anything you'd like to say?
Well, as you were finishing talking, I had the name Dot shouted out from the spirit world, and a lady stepped forward, and she's telling me to tell Irene that all that, because of the colour yellow, and automatically got all that glitters isn't gold. Yeah. In other words, just be careful what you're looking for, because sometimes what you're looking for and what you get are 2 different things. Yeah. Now she steps forward. This lady liked to wear nice shoes. And she's telling me she had lots of shoes. And I think Irene has lots of shoes as well. And she's saying, make sure that the shoes fit correctly. The same as all that glitters isn't gold. Everything has to be snug and tight. And I feel as though Irene has been looking, as they say, looking for love and looking for whatever. It's under your nose, girl. It's under your nose. All these women, it's under their nose. And this lady is making me say, stay steadfast. Don't do anything rash, because I think there's a situation that has not really been looked at properly. Don't do it rashly step back and think, and she steps back in the shoes. I've had Bob shouted from the spirit world,
Yeah.
and then a man's just popped up, and I've seen his face as plain as day with a beard, and he just went, ooh. So I've had to give him, and that's what he'd do, and I haven't got my glasses on, so he just went, ooh. So you'll know where it is.
Things that make you go, ooh.
It was Bob in there, but I don't think his name was Bob because he came after Bob was shouted. Right.
Lovely.
And a name I've not heard for years, Dick. Not Richard, Dick he was called.
Yeah.
Sound like, what's his name? Derek Agora. Seriously, Dick was shouted out. And also Barbara was told, don't forget me.
Okay.
And I have to say, Pancake Tuesday is very significant because the pancake was the just being shut saying, just say it's significant. It's significant.
Yeah.
Now then, I don't know whether Irene has something to do with children or she's got spirit children around her because there's a gang of kids. There's loads. There's earth plane children and the spirit children because they've pushed the spirit ones in a big silver cross pram. And there's, years ago when they put 4 to 5 kids in the pram, it's like that. And then on the earth plane, there's lots of children too. And she's a very lucky lady to have that because children are only attracted to a good heart and nice people.
Yeah.
They know who they can trust. So I feel that Irene is a trustworthy person.
Isn't that
and I've
nice?
got a lovely feeling,
Irene, you need a bit of a
also
hoot.
round my solar plexus. So I feel as though Irene may also be opening up as well. As they say, go with your gut feeling. And again, the lady steps forward.
Oh, dear. It's hilarious.
I have an Irene in spirit as well, I'm being told.
Okay.
Not just here on the earth plane. And as I'm telling you, it's Irene that's talking. And she's making it that, yes, I have been. I never would have done, but I've had to come just to prove that we're all right.
Yes. Okay. I think I know what
that's it.
Okay, I think I know what Mariska says when she means this. She said we all love Nick Lowell. Anyway, let's quickly move on. Okay, right, let's go and have a now. Sylvia, we'll come back to you in a minute. I didn't realise, sorry, we just skipped past Deanne because there's so many people who put their thread through tonight that I've been scrolling through the list there, and let's have a quick look. Deanne, is there a move, please? Is there a move, please? Now, if I was to look for a move for you, I would say here, in fact, I just want to say something here. I'll come into just a second. But Deanne, what I like to say, I've got this gentleman here. What a lovely man. What a very, very proud man he is to be able to come through. And as he's talking to me here, he wants to show me he loved his wallets. He's got wallets. He's opened them up. He loves his wallet like he used to. Very like the men's things. Like maybe he had like a special watches or watch box or things like this. But a very, very fine gentleman, like shiny shoes, and they're always like the finest leather and things like this. And this guy's coming over because he wants to say a big hello to you. And he says here, it wasn't just his heart, it's also the tubes going up here, he says here, whether this is windpipe or whether this was something to do with the arteries here. Something was going wrong there, he says here. But he says it was quite a biggish band. I just heard Jay like Jack, do this name. And he passed, and he says to me here as he passed, his big thing to you here is, he wants to give a big clap like this to waken up the energy for you. He says here, just keep your eye on where it is you want to go. Do not lose sense or path or wherever it is that you want to go and move to. Because he says to me here, you'll be a very lucky lady. And if a move comes up, one of the moves you could take would be very fast. Very fast. Almost like, my God, I've got to go now. It's like everything just opens up, opportunities there, and off you go. And he says one of them is like that. And but there'll be other places you could be attracted to, which are field-looking places, like Oklahoma or something like that, which is like miles and miles and miles of just, oh look, there's a field, and there's another field, and oh look, a field. This is nice. We're looking at fields, yes, but otherwise you get attracted to places like that or push that way. But he wants to say to me here, he says here, just be mindful. He says here, There's good things coming your way. It gives you a big golden disc. This is about work, money, and success coming your way. So good news to you. Good news. Right. I'll pass you up to Helen. How are you up there? You all right?
I'm all right. Well, as we sat here listening to you, I got a female energy, an older lady, and she's making me lean on the table and she's singing, Jesus loved the little children, all the children of the world. So I feel she had quite a lot of connections with church or the Sally Army. It's that kind of song. But I'm having terrible trouble breathing and I feel I'm having to lean on the table like as though I've got emphysema or COPD.
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
She's telling me that's what took her.
Yes.
That's what took her. Now, I'm also like, she's showing me, you know, vanilla ice creams, but when you get them in them long dishes, like a banana split with the vanilla ice cream and cream. Well, she's showing me one of those. Now, whether it's a memory link for Deanne, is it? Sorry, I've took my glasses off. She's giving me this to her. And she's saying that Deanne, now I asked why they've done that to me, saying Deanne can't make up her mind.
Okay.
There's a situation that she's, now should I? But she's faltering all the time. If you ask Spirit, Spirit will answer for you. You've already been told. So why do we have to keep telling you and being told? Again, this lady is connected definitely to her. Now, as well as the chest condition, she's also touching her breast. So there was issues with the breast as well. Because I'm getting nausea feeling. I want to say a lot of areas. Now, sorry, dear, what are you doing with your hair? Because she's making me aware that it's one way and then it's another and then it's up and then it's down and then it's over here. And she says, what are you doing?
It's
what
her Saab. It's driving around in her Saab, does it?
Because you're not settled in yourself,
Yeah.
she's telling me. If you stick to one way and maybe change another once, but not what you're doing, love. All these styles are up and down like a fiddler's elbow, I'm being told.
Fiddler's elbow. Oh,
right.
dear.
I don't know whether you've lost an earring or you have one earring belonging to Spirit. Right. Dandelions. So, well, to me, dandelions, you either when we were kids, they used to say, mate, you wet the bed, dandelions. So I don't know whether there's been a few problems somewhere, but she's laughing when she's telling me, so I know I'm correct in that. It's a bit of a joke, apparently. She's also giving me yellow roses, not red roses, yellow roses, and Deanne will know what that means.
Lovely.
Right, scarlet ribbons, again, she's mentioning the hair. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's just for her to take. And I've just said, come on then, let's give her something nice as well as the roses. She wants me to give you rosary beads, she's telling me, rosary beads. And you need to sit in the quiet zone and think. And I'm being told God will answer you. God will answer you and answer all your questions. And with that, she's just clicked her heels and off she scooted.
Lovely. Lovely. Fantastic. Well, Deanne's a lovely, lovely lady, cracking lady. And I have to think she's one of the most loveliest New Yorkers you could meet. She's full of positivity, bounce and humour. She's funny as anything. And mad as anything too. But yes, good. Okay, right, we've gone right over time. Unfortunately, we've got other things to go and do. So we've got to actually close. We'll actually close and say goodbye. However, where I'm just looking for you here is Sylvia. We'll be back. If you're not coming on next week, Bournemouth do. We've got the Wednesday show coming up, which starts 11 a.m. EU, 10 a.m. UK. And we've also got the next Friday show. So if you'd like to come on to either of those, we'll make a fuss of you. Make a fuss of you. But unfortunately, the time's gone a little bit. But we love you loads. And thank you so much to everybody who's joined us this evening. A big, big, big thank you. Deanne says, my maternal grandmother. Yep. She says, oh my gosh, my hair is so true. It looks like nuts right now. And my grandmother was an award-winning rose grower. Well done. Well done. That is fantastic. That was absolutely brilliant. I think it's wonderful. So I didn't get a chance to read to everybody's readings, but we're on for the hour. We just do the best we can. But also, just let you know, we are back on. Thank you very much to Deborah for producing the show. Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. We are back on the Cafe Clairvoyance Spiritual Astrology Show, Wednesday, 11 a.m, 10 a.m. UK. See you guys then. Have a terrific weekend.
Bye.
We love you loads. Love you loads. Big, big heart to you. And burgers. Hearts and burgers. Hearts and burgers. And Deanne, sort that hair out, girl. Sort that hair out. What you like. For goodness sake, get a grip. Yeah, get those curling things, whatever they are. Yeah. Now I'm in trouble. Kev Grady, your dear husband says, he says here, thank you for Deborah and the gorgeous Helen. That's nice. Have you got another name? Helen. Yeah. Okay, and everyone else there saying thank you very much. And lovely to see you. Take care, guys. And don't forget, you need a hug, guys. You need a hug. Big hug from us. And something, yes, there you go. Big heart for you. Alrighty. Take care. See you soon. See you Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.